Cheesecake is one of my favorite desserts. It's delicious, decadent, and sweet. But sometimes we just want a macro-friendly version that's easy to whip up. Just combine all the ingredients together and then put it in the fridge to set. No oven required. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're gonna be making 5 high-protein, low-calorie cheesecake bowl recipes. These all have around 400 calories and 40 grams of protein each, and they come in the most delicious flavors. Super easy to make. So let's get started, shall we? So our first recipe is the Biscoff Cheesecake. This one just so happens to be my favorite. You'll notice all the recipes have a similar formula. So to make it high protein, we've got the non-fat Greek yogurt, low-fat cream cheese, and the Fairlife skim milk. All these recipes use a little bit of protein powder, but you can easily omit it if you want a protein powder-free dessert. Now you'll see here I'm using an electric mixer. Guys, I would highly recommend either using electric mixer or regular blender, immersion blender, or like a milk frother, I guess if you don't have any of those. Otherwise, if you're just whisking it together with a fork with a whisk, it's just not going to blend as well and it's going to be clumpy. But yeah, after you've mixed everything together, we're just going to put it in a Tupperware or like whatever container you really have. You'll see I'm trying to like make it even and all that, make it pretty. And then once you've done that, just put the topping on it. So I put crushed Biscoff cookies because I don't want to put them whole because I want them to kind of like blend throughout the cheesecake. And then I just put a little bit of Biscoff topping. The squeeze bottle makes this a lot easier, but if you don't have one of those, no worries. You can just mix with a little bit of water and then like drizzle it on top. I put mine in the fridge for 3 hours to set. I would say like anything over 2 hours works, or you could put it overnight. But I mean, you could just enjoy it without putting it in the fridge if you really want, but it makes it thick. Look at that. Oh my God, it's glistening. She looks amazing. And just look at how thick that cream cheese is. This is really good to enjoy, like even if you want to enjoy it for breakfast, kind of like an overnight oats vibe, but not overnight oats, obviously, or like on the go as a snack. It is absolutely perfect to take if you're busy. You could also prep them beginning of the week and just kind of like eat them as meal prep. But yeah, I absolutely love Biscoff. If you don't have any Biscoff lying around though, I have 4 more recipes to come, so don't you worry. By the way, for all my Canadians, I got this Tupperware from HomeSense. I think it's really good quality. I absolutely love like the durable kind of like metal container Tupperwares. So good to invest in. So next up, we've got cookies and cream. So I mentioned all my recipes, I use the PE Science protein. Again, if you want to make this protein powder free, you can easily omit it. I use cookies and cream in this recipe. If you don't have it, you could just use vanilla. If you do want to purchase from PE Science, it is a whey casein blend. Please use my discount code FIT15. Otherwise, any other protein powder will do. So you make it nice and thick. Another ingredient I use that a lot of people say they don't have access to is the fat-free pudding mix. So I use the white chocolate one. This just makes it like moist and more creamy and adds sweetness. Again, you can omit it, but I would recommend like if you omit that, then use the protein powder, that kind of thing. But I do want to make a whole video with substitutions because I have heard people in the UK don't have access to the pudding mix. And obviously some other people don't have access to other things. But yeah, so I'm topping this with crushed Oreos. So delicious. And then look at that. We're going to pop it in the fridge. Or if you're impatient, just eat it right away, but it's just not going to be as thick. Make sure to cover it, by the way, even if you're not using a Tupperware. Now look at that. Looks so good. Can't wait to dig in. When deciding which flavors I was going to use for these recipes, I feel like I use similar flavors for a lot of things like cupcakes, oatmeal, whatever, like, oh, cookies and cream, Biscoff, whatever. I feel like maybe I should branch out, but with the key lime one coming up, I feel like that was more of an exotic flavor, but comment below if you want to see more flavors. I feel like I could do an entire other video on 5 more cheesecake flavors. That's what I say for a lot of my videos, but yeah, this was so delicious. I love cookies and cream. Next up, we've got a chocolate brownie cheesecake bowl. Now, I've seen a lot of cheesecake bowl recipes on TikTok, and some people will just use Greek yogurt, and I'm like, that's not cheesecake because there's no cheese in it. So that's why I use like the non-fat Greek yogurt and the light cream cheese because I'm like, there needs to be cheese in it, duh. But I mean, if you wanted to make it really macro friendly, I guess you could omit that, but you would really need the pudding mix in that case to get any sort of flavor. So now she's nice and thick. Again, you really need that like hand mixer or whatever. If you try to make this without it, it's just not going to turn out. But if anyone does, comment and let me know. I mean, I guess you could like warm it up in the microwave in order to make it less clumpy, but I don't really know how that's going to turn out. But yeah, I used chocolate protein powder in this, the pea sign chocolate truffle, and then I used fat-free chocolate pudding mix. So for the topping, I topped it with half of a crumbled Fiber One brownie. So these ones are 90 calories and they're really good. They have like a nice topping. I wanted to use like a little bit of an Alpha Prime brownie to raise protein, but I didn't have any more left and I'm waiting for them to send me some. It's coming. But yeah, I also wanted to make it like easier for people to make because I know not everyone has the Alpha Prime brownies. Yeah, this looks so good. Honestly, any type of brownie topping will do, like anything you have available. Looks so thick and good. I love how I take like a giant spoon for the video, but I'm not actually putting that like giant spoon in my mouth because then it would just be too thick. I feel like also I have sampled so many of these yogurt bowls and after a while my mouth started to get a bit dry because I literally ate like 2 of them in one day for like multiple days in a row. But yeah, still delicious. Next up on the list, we've got strawberry shortcake. Now, this one is interesting. I didn't really know what to call it, but strawberry shortcake seemed fitting. There aren't any actual strawberries in it, but you can easily add some if you'd like. This uses strawberry jello powder, so half strawberry jello powder and then half the white chocolate fat-free pudding mix. That's really all you need to give it like that nice pink flavor. After you blend it, it looks like really nice and pink there, and it has a very strong strawberry flavor, which is nice. I absolutely love the color and texture of this one. So after we smooth it out, we're actually going to use crushed up golden Oreos as a topping. Well, only one golden Oreo, just crushed into tiny pieces for the macros. But of course, if you don't care as much about macros, feel free to put more toppings on there. But yeah, golden Oreos are good. It's funny, I was like, oh, do I really buy a whole box of golden Oreos just for this recipe? But I feel like I will use them and just like eat them after dinner or use them in future recipes, hopefully before they get stale. That is the struggle with some of these recipes I make. Like there's maybe a specific ingredient where I'm like, okay, I'm only going to use this for this recipe. And then I plan to use it for future recipes and I just forget. But just look at it. We're done. It's out of the fridge. Looks so good. Love the pink color. And this one is super thick. Again, put it in there for like 3 hours plus to make it nice and thick. And it actually like rises as well, which is great. You know what this color reminds me of? Kind of like childhood, like Dunkaroos. Even though Dunkaroos, I don't even think it comes in a strawberry flavor, but it looks like pink frosting. So lastly, we've got key lime pie. Now, some of you might be wondering, how do I get that kind of lime flavor in there? Well, you juice a lime to get 15 milliliters of lime juice. So in order to zest a lime, I feel like there are like lime zesters out there, like contraptions, but I just use a cheese grater and I kind of like grate the outside of the lime after I've juiced it. And then I just get the zest that way. And yeah, that's pretty much the easiest way to do it. And then you're just going to blend it all up. And I tasted it after to make sure the lime flavor was there. And I feel like the ratios I did, like about 15 milliliters of lime juice and then about a teaspoon of the zest, is perfect. Of course, you can adjust if you want more or less. Not sure what other way to make it lime flavored. I mean, you could use like lime flavored jello mix, but I wanted to make one for people that don't have access to that. So yeah, we're just gonna smooth it all up and you can kind of see the specks of the lime zest in there. And then for a topping, we're gonna use graham cracker crumbs. I feel like this gives it the key lime pie vibe. So I bought like pre-crushed graham cracker crumbs. Well, actually I didn't have to buy them because I had them in my pantry, thank God, but you could just crush graham crackers or really any cookies you have. And I just topped with a bit more key lime, but I feel like I shouldn't have because it looked a bit like parsley or it looks a bit like veggies. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. I just want it to be like more limey. Yeah, we're gonna pop in the fridge and then now it's out and we're good to go and enjoy. I guess another thing you could do if you want more like key lime vibes is adding whipped cream. I was considering doing that, but I didn't have any and just wanted to make it more macro friendly, of course. Look at how thick and delicious it is. I had to play around with macros and stuff a lot just to make them all around 400 calories, 40 grams of protein because, you know, that'll just form the best. And I feel like it's like a nice round number. Like we want 10 grams of protein for like every 100 calories ideally. But yeah, this is such a good decadent dessert alternative if you want cheesecake but want to hit your protein goals. Comment below and tell me which flavor was your favorite. Again, personally, my favorite was the Biscoff, but curious to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'm sure you're looking for more cheesecake recipes, so I'll link another video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.